Hey everybody, and welcome to another Lexus video. And right now I'm looking at Lexus and I'm just adoring how beautiful this car is. Like, I could be like looking at it for 30 minutes and I wouldn't get bored of it. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is about the part 2 of the interesting quirks and features of this car. Now, the first part got a lot of views, and in the course of like half a year I discovered plenty of more quirks and features that I'm gonna show you in this video. And yeah, without further ado, let's start. Now, the first interesting feature has to do with the sound system in this car, and more specifically this button here. When you play the music, you can change the bass, mid-tones, treble and all that, balance from left or right speakers. I mean, most of the cars do have that, that's nothing special. But what is special is that this first one, you can change it to the speakers to specifically suit the driver, which means like lowering down the speakers that are close to you and increasing the speakers that are a bit away from you. It's a really good feature to balance the speakers to suit just to you. And yeah, I tried that and it actually makes a difference, and it's a really cool feature. This feature is, I think, unofficial, but it has to do with the glove box. Now, let's get to the glove box, and you know, everything's normal, you open it and all that. Now, in the book, the Lexus didn't say that this is a cooled glove box, but when I turn on my AC, this glove box actually becomes not really cold, but it is cool. Like it is like when I put stuffs in there and then I pick it up, they feel cold. And I think I know why. It's because of the cold air that goes to the rear occupants. The cool air is going probably on the side or below the glove box, but it's still very useful for your drinks. And in Greece, I put the bottle in the glove box, and after travel I took the bottle out and it was still cool. So I think it actually helps, even though it's an unofficial feature from Lexus. The next quirk and a helpful feature is that when you shut off the engine, okay, the window is like this, and I arrived at my destination. So let's shut off the... Okay, I shut off, and as you can see, you can still control them. You can still control the windows and put them up, but the moment you open the door, then you can't. So yeah, that's a little useful feature for those of you who keep forgetting to put the windows up. As long as you don't open the door, you don't have to turn on the engine again and then pull the windows up. So yeah, also happy that the Lexus did that for you, so thumbs up. Now, the next interesting feature isn't that special because a few other cars had that in 2006, and that is this. I'm gonna just get to it. The AFC. AFC is for the headlights to go left or right when you are approaching a turn. Now, it's not mind-blowing, it's not gonna make you think like, oh, my next car has to have that. But yeah, every bit helps at night. Also, I got this in Greece. I bought this Lexus lighter, even though I don't smoke. I just found it very cool. Out of the topic, but let's move on. Now, the next hidden feature has to do with the seatbelt, like that annoying beeping when you start driving but you didn't put seatbelt because you just want to repark the car or just go on a short distance. And there is a way to turn the beeping off. You're just gonna see the light but not the beeps. Now, of course, I'm not encouraging people to not put their seatbelts. I turned the beeping off, but every time I got into the car, I put the seatbelt. It's just sometimes I need to repark the car or go like a 2-minute drive to my parents. I'm gonna put the link of the video that explained how to turn that off, but I'm again gonna do it in this video just for you. I didn't put any seatbelt, and there it is, already. You have to be alone, without any passengers. Close the door, turn on the ignition without starting the car, and using this button, go to odometer, there, and then shut off the car. And again, press the button twice without starting the car. That's 1, 2, and now you have to hold this button to change from odometer to trip. You have to hold this button for like 30 seconds. 20, 25, and I think it's been around 30 seconds. So now I'm gonna put my seatbelt on while holding this button, and boom, you can see be on and off. So you can, by using the odometer button, you can let it to off and then let go of the button and wait like 5 seconds until it shows something else. Okay, I'm gonna take off my seatbelt and start driving. I hope there's no cops. And yeah, I'm now driving 40 kilometers per hour and nothing, no beeping, which is great. Just the red icon for the seatbelt is showing, but there's no sound. And the next little thing that I also noticed and realized during travel is the pedals and the foot space. Now, of course, like any other car, it has like the pedal to rest your foot. But during the long travel, I wish the pedal is a bit further away from me. Because of the angle, my legs are not resting so much and they started to hurt. But then I realized that I can actually put the leg on the side of this pedal, and it was way more comfortable on the long trips. Now you might say that then the brake pedal, as you can see, I'm pressing the brake, like there's no danger to it, but yeah, do it at your own risk. I decided that I'm gonna do it because it's a way more comfortable place for your feet. So yeah, I know this is not a feature, but it may help a lot of you who are traveling on long distances. And if you are a tall person, that if you put it here, your legs are still in not so comfy position. Again, here and then here. It's a lot. It may look like a small detail, but it helped me a lot. And because the Lexus is focusing on the safety of this vehicle, there's an interestingly shaped airbag for the passenger. It's not like a regular bubble shape, but it's like a two-way airbag. There's like a one here and one here. I'm gonna show you a picture because I'm not really good at explaining. So the face of the passenger goes in between those two airbags on the side, and to protect from any glass, or it's just extra protection. Really thoughtful of Lexus. Now I forgot to bring the attachments, but for the next little quirk, there is attachment to put here to have like a little wall, so that this area is used like a deeper cup holder. And you can see the rails here, that's where it pops in. But as you see, I took that off, and that's a really cool thing that Lexus did, to give you the option for people who want to have it and to people who want more space. And also with the ashtray, there used to be an ashtray here, but you again have the option to take it off, and then you have like more stuffs for, I put the cable here for like charging my phones. So yeah, I love how Lexus gives you options to suit your needs, and that's a little quirk that you can take them off. The next interesting feature has to do with the color of this car. Now, this is the pearl white color, and it's a really nice color. Like, it's like a metallic white. And what was interesting when we were in Greece, and me and my dad, he has a silver Renault Koleos, and during the hot days we came to our cars, and then when I touched my car, it's so cool to the touch. Right now it's like 30 degrees, but when I put my hand, it doesn't feel hot at all. And we did the same with the Renault, and it was so hot that you couldn't even put the hand on your car. I'm not a professional, I don't know what they put. I know the white color attracts heat way less, but I even compared it to the regular white sedan. And still, this car got like 5 degrees lower than the white car beside him. And yeah, it's a really good way to also like protect your car from absorbing too much heat. And so yeah, that's my second quirk or interesting feature. Now the next interesting and safety feature has to do with the key of the car. Now this car has the keyless entry, and it's smart enough to beep at you when it senses that the key is not in the car. So I'm just gonna exit and close the door, and you can hear again. There's many instances that the key can leave the car without you knowing it. And not only beeping, but it's also gonna show the message that like the key is not detected. So I'm just gonna put the key as far away as I can. And I think if I close the door, then it's gonna show. Yeah, it's showing me the warning. Key is not detected. The next little quirk has to do with the footwell lighting. Now, of course, you can't see it during this bright day, but I'm gonna show you the clip during the night. It brights up the area here very, very well, and it's also an LED, which is very cool and very futuristic for 2006 models. Maybe you will be able to see it, but yeah, I'm gonna show you the clip during the night. It really, really looks awesome and helpful if you drop something near your feet. Now the next feature has to do with helping you if just in case your car remote battery dies. And of course, if it dies, you can pop this out and you can mechanically open the door. But what about the engine? Because it's a push button start. Now this thankfully didn't happen to me, but I'm just gonna explain how it was written in the book. So like usual, you have to put the gear lever to park, and as usual you press the brake until the green light shows. Put the Lexus logo on the button, and it's gonna, I think, indicate you, and then you can start the engine. I don't know in great detail, but yeah, Lexus really thought of everything. Like every situation that can go wrong, there's a solution for that. And a lot of people are questioning, what is this button like shift lock? What is that for? And that is if you want to tow your vehicle and you can't start the engine at all, this shift lock unlocks the gear that you are in. And that is why this button comes in handy, so that the car can freely move. The next quirk has to do with the storage right here. Now this storage in the door isn't that big, but I like how the Lexus implemented this like opening, like you can open and close. It's a really nice thing to keep the stuff safe in, to not wobble. And as you can see, the little bottle goes inside and it's barely making any noise, and there's no way that it's gonna fall from it if you're driving spiritedly. So yeah, it's a really, really cool solution to keep everything tight and to not produce any kind of noise. And also this material is actually very, very soft, even though it's in a lower part of the door. A very, very thoughtful quirk for sure. Another little quirk has to do with the door handle, and as you can recognize, there's actually like a Lexus logo that they put in it, like an L. It's really cool to see them being inspired and to make it look like a Lexus logo. And also, that's not the only thing. Also, these rear reverse lights, they also like kind of resemble the L, like a Lexus logo. And yeah, for those of you who didn't know that, that's a little detail that I just noticed. Now lastly, this is not a feature, it's just a very cool detail about this car. And that is like how these letters are shaped. They're like 3D, and I don't know, the curves and everything, they are really cool. It's like they're diamonds with this kind of shine, and of course the Lexus badge as well. So yeah, it may be a really small detail, but that's why I put it in the last place. And yeah, those are all the quirks and features that I found out after making part 1. So yeah, stay tuned for more Lexus videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.